Hi guys, this is Androidpipe.com and I'm here with a game called Dragons Rise of Berk. It's a game available for free and it's related apparently to the game How to Train Your Dragon 2. As you can see, we can train dragons here, we can release them and we can feed them and grow them like sort of big fire-breathing babies. For now we don't have a place to nest our dragon, so I have to leave that aside. Dragons Rise of Berk is basically a dragon growing game. There's no combat here. You're simply gathering resources and growing your creatures, tending to your village, building stuff, solving various quests, and playing with the famous characters from the How to Train Your Dragon movies. I have to say that I'm testing this game on the AllView X2 Soul. It's basically the Gionee Elife S5.5, the thinnest smartphone in the world. But let's get back to the game here at Androidpipe.com. The developer of this game is Ludia, and this title may remind you a bit of, let's say, The Croods and Ice Age Village, for example, and other games that simply involve evolving your base and not exactly fighting people. In the future there will be an update that will allow you to fight other dragons. So we got the famous Toothless. This is him. Toothless is the main character of How to Train Your Dragon 1. Also plays a big part in the second movie. I just fed him some fish, and if you feed him some more, you will level him up and he'll gain new abilities and new stuff to do. This is another dragon. It's called the Gronkle. You can train him in the academy. This one is called Monstrous Nightmare. You can feed him, send him to get fish, call him back. You can send Gronkle to get wood. And we have a tiny dragon here. He's called Terrible Terror. This one can also be sent to gather fish or wood. Other sources of wood and fish are the wood stack that can be upgraded obviously, and the fish basin that once again can be upgraded. If I'm not mistaken, these two will actually hold your fish and your wood respectively, and once you get too many resources you won't be able to stock them anymore, so you have to increase their size. Okay, so aside from the lair of Toothless, we also have the main building in the village. This is it, sort of a mayor's office where you can see your maximum number of Vikings and dragons you can host. Vikings are the creatures that actually build stuff around here, and if you want to build a building, this is where you go. So Mead Hall is the mayor place. You can also build other buildings, but as you can see they're blurred out and are not available right now. There is a lot of terrain occupied by trees and rocks, and in order to remove one you have to pay some fish, and it takes a while. You can speed stuff up by paying those runes. The runes are sort of like the gems from those famous freemium games. This is also a freemium game. So okay, I'm going to have to remove another tree. You saw me earlier, I tried to put a new dragon lair here, but there was no room. In this left area on the screen, the main characters from the movie and the game will give you various tasks. So I have to search for a Scaldron at the Unlandable Cove for 2 times. This is the Scaldon. Let's search for him. So I just sent Toothless on a quest. He can either return with an egg or wood, or who knows what other surprises. In the meantime, the dragons are bringing me back wood and fish at a pretty slow rate, I have to admit. This is your hangar, where you can stuff the dragons when they're flying on missions. This is your academy, when you send the dragons to upgrade themselves. There are a lot of other buildings to check out here. You can expand to other islands, but you'll have to evolve a lot for that. We also have Astrid's house that you can build. These are the main characters from the movie. This is another one. It's Snoutlout. You can also build his house, but for that you need a special dragon and a lot of funds. The game is pretty slow and it's not very pacey, so you get bored of it pretty fast because there is no combat. It's just upgrades and evolution. You can see here we got the sawmill for wood, and if you send dragons to get wood, you send them here. You can only send, let's see, 3 dragons maximum. As you can see, the game feels pretty boring. Of course, at first it's exciting because you get to develop dragons from the status of a little egg, a little baby, and then they become bigger, like the Gronkle, or they remain small, like this fellow here, or they become like Toothless, who is the main character. He's a black dragon, he's a Night Fury, He's very fast and very cool at the same time. This dragon, for example, is quite big. Let's actually find him. He's flying around here on a mission. Here he is. He's bringing fish from the sea. And yes, folks, there is no combat in this game. Just evolve dragons, get Vikings, build buildings. There are 18 species of dragons available here. And a lot of tasks. You can also get rewards for the stuff you do, usually those runes that are so hard to come by. And as I said, 18 species, if I'm not mistaken, 25 islands to grab hold of. There's no finality, that's what's bothering me here. Coming soon will be a battle mode. Till then, evolve your dragon, prepare them for combat, and be ready for the update with the fight. In case it comes, I've been waiting for an update for Angry Birds Go with multiplayer for ages. I don't know if it's here, but hopefully someday it will come. In the meantime, Dragons Rise of Berk is a pretty static game. As you can see, I'm tapping to do nothing. Just collect resources like fish and wood, train my dragon, spend 300 wood on it, and wait 3 minutes, or speed it up with runes. Okay, he has been trained. He's a bit bigger now, he's level 7, but still he's a little guy. Dragons Rise of Berk gets from Androidpipe.com a grade of 7 out of 10 because there's no finality, there is no combat, it's a resource gathering game, and that's pretty boring.